Good morning, students. You are welcome to my online lesson. Today, as the part of readiness program for 10th class student, I would like to teach about the fundamental and basic things regarding to biological science. On the basis of these fundamental things, all the students can able to learn the things which can easily in 10th class subjects. Now in this lesson, the cell structure and function, so I would like to teach about the important words and phenomena and structures and functions from this lesson. You are most welcome to my online classroom. This is Mr. I. Sudarshan Rao, School Assistant Biological Science from ZPHS Madanapuram, Vanaparthi District, Telangana State. Dear students, now let's start our lesson today. Okay, dear students, today our chapter is cell structure and functions. So now in this lesson you will going to understanding about the cell organelles, plant cell, animal cells. Dear students, from this lesson you will get understanding or learning outcomes about the identifies different cell organelles and their functions, and you will able to differentiate the structure of plant cell and animal cell. And also, as you are understanding this lesson, you will able to make the model of an animal cell with locally available source material, and also you will able to explain the functions of different cell organelles. Dear students, let us understand brief summary about this lesson. Already you know that in 9th class, in this lesson, so cell is the very important in living things. All the living things are made up of cells. So that is why cell is the basic structural and functional unit of an organism. And also all the cells, whether they are plant cells or animal cells, these cells contain different cell organelles like mitochondria, plastids, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, and vacuoles. Dear students, so let us observe this given diagram and list out the organelles. In this picture, so this is a cell, particularly this is a plant cell. In this plant cell, you will understand and you can make the identify the cell organelles from given diagram. Okay, here in this diagram you will notice and identify the important cell organelles in the cell. Here you see the nucleus, and next endoplasmic reticulum. This is the mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, chloroplast, cell wall, vacuole, and this is the plasma membrane. Okay, dear students, now second activity, here given two diagrams. One is plant cell and another is animal cell. Okay, so from this activity or given diagrams, so we can identify the cells, how they are constructed, and what are the cell organelles are present in both cells. So from these diagrams we can identify and we can differentiate the plant cell and animal cell. So let us see what are the cell organelles in the in both cells. So this is called this is a plant cell and this is a animal cell. Okay, let's see what are the parts. Already we have seen the some parts and nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, chloroplast, cell wall, vacuole and plasma membrane. And let's see the parts of the cell organelles in the animal cell. So nucleus, mitochondria, cytoplasm, centrioles, Golgi apparatus, plasma membrane, endoplasmic reticulum. So dear students, so let's observe and let's identify the difference between plant cell and animal cell. So here a table is given here. So let's understand so difference between plants and animal cell. Okay, so if you observe carefully, so there are some differences between plant cell and animal cell. So in usually the plant cell contains cell walls. Here see, this is the cell wall. So whether they are plant cell or animal cells, so each and every cell having a membrane, surrounded it's by membrane. This membrane is called plasma membrane. So in both plant cell and animal cell, so first layer is called plasma membrane. So after the plasma membrane, there is another layer present in the plant cell. So this is called cell wall. So that is plant cells have cell wall, and whereas so in animal cells there is no cell wall. So that means animal cells don't have cell wall. Now let's see second thing is called chloroplast. Chloroplasts are very important cell organelles that present in plant cell. So chloroplasts are responsible for photosynthesis. So already you know that photosynthesis occurs in plants only. Why? Because plants contain chloroplast. So animals do not contain chloroplast. So that is why second differentiation is so plant cells contain chloroplast, but animal cells do not have chloroplast. And also next the third important differentiation is plant cells having centrioles, animal cells having centrioles, but plant cells do not have centrioles. So centrioles are the cell organelles which responsible for cell division, so that we cannot see centrioles in plant cells, and centrioles are present in animal cells. Here see, you see these are the centrioles. Centrioles are present in animal cells. Okay, centrioles are absent in plant cell, but at the time of cell division the centrioles are appear in the plant cells. So that is the main difference between about the centrioles in plant cell and animal cells. Okay, now let's see students. And next, vacuole are vacuoles also cell organelles are present in plant cells. Okay, so in both cells whether they are plant and animal cells, so vacuoles are present in both cells, but there is a difference in vacuoles in plant and animal cell. In plant cells we see vacuole here. This is a large structure is called vacuole. Okay, vacuole is large and present in center of the cell in plants. Okay, vacuole is large in size in plants, but in the animal cell, so vacuoles also present, but in animal cells there are small vacuoles are present in animal cell. And also in plant cell vacuole are present in the center of the cell. So this is regarding to vacuole. So these are the differences between plant and animal cell. Now let's see another differentiation. Okay, now next see, in both cells we can see the nucleus. Okay, here see in plant cell nucleus, and in animal cells also there is present nucleus. But in both cells, regarding the nucleus, there is a little differences between them. So in the plant cell, nucleus is present in the side of the plant cell. So that is you have to identify. So if you observe carefully about the plant cell, you can see the nucleus at the side of the cell. So that is why nucleus is present in the side of the plant cell. So you see this is but if you see the cell in the animal cell, the nucleus is present in the center of the cell, So that is the difference between plant cell, animal cell regarding nucleus. Okay, children. So these are the differences between plant cell, animal cell. Kindly understand carefully, and you can note all the points in this table. Okay, now let's see the activity third. So here given some three figures are given here. So let's see what are they and what are the function of the cell organelles. Okay, so let's see the first one is, so already I told this. So this is the vacuole. Okay, so already this is the plant cell vacuole. Already we learned that. So the vacuole present in the plants are large in size. Okay, so let's see what is the function of the vacuole. Okay, so the main function is the vacuole control the cell wall pressure. So it control the cell wall pressure in the cell, and also in the vacuole, so they are filled with fluid. So in that fluid there may be some food substances, and that stored in the vacuole. Okay, so these are the important functions of the vacuole. And next see, so next figure is, so this figure name is endoplasmic reticulum. So this can be observed under the compound microscope, but if you want to know the if you want to see the internal structure nicely, so then only, so it can be seen and it can be understand very excellently under the electron microscope. And also in the cell, so this endoplasmic reticulum, it is a network of membrane. So and observed through the cytoplasm. So this endoplasmic reticulum can spread all over the cell. You see endoplasmic, this is the endoplasmic reticulum, this is the endoplasmic reticulum, and this endoplasmic reticulum is a network which spread all over the part of the cell. Okay, now let's see, basically this endoplasmic reticulum. So now I am talking about this one. So I will tell later this Golgi bodies, and this is the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so endoplasmic reticulum is mainly two types. So one is rough endoplasmic reticulum. So here you can see this rough endoplasmic reticulum, and another is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, childrens, so what is endoplasmic reticulum? What is rough endoplasmic reticulum, and what is smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Rough endoplasmic reticulum is known as RER. Okay, RER. It is known as RER. rough endoplasmic reticulum. Means the endoplasmic reticulum which contain ribosome on the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, it is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. So that means endoplasmic reticulum contain ribosomes on the surface of it. Okay, so this is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. So what is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? So the main function is it is the site of protein manufacture. It is the site of protein manufacture. That means, so they contain ribosomes on the surface of their parts. So that is why, so this rough endoplasmic reticulum is helping in the synthesis of proteins, or it is the site of the manufacture of proteins. Now let us see, next one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, SER. Commonly it is known as SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. If you observe this figure, so these endoplasmic reticulum do not having ribosomes on the surface of it. Okay, so that is why this is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So what is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? So this means these smooth endoplasmic reticulum, these do not have ribosomes on the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum. So that is why, so they are looking like very smooth. So what is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? It is means, okay, this smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the manufacture of fat molecules or lipids. Okay, that is my, in the simple way you can say that. So these are helping in the synthesis of fat or lipids. Okay, these are the figures, names and their functions. Now let us see the name of the cell organelles. Already these three you can write here. First one is vacuole, and second one is what is that, endoplasmic reticulum. Now I will tell about this third one. Okay, these are the Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. Okay, for the first time the scientist Camillo Golgi discovered and observed in 1898. Okay, so these are the sac-like structures present in the cell. Okay, so Golgi apparatus, here these are also sac-like structure present in the cell. Okay, these are the Golgi bodies. So these Golgi apparatus having are made up of several membranes. So now let us see what are the function of Golgi apparatus. Okay, so actually already we know that the proteins are manufactured or synthesized with the help of rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the proteins which are synthesized, so that such proteins are carried to Golgi apparatus. Okay, so that proteins reach to Golgi bodies, and also before secretion of the food substances, the important food substances can be stored in the Golgi bodies. Food substances can be stored here for some times, and the important function is these food substances can be secretion when this Golgi apparatus reach to the surface of the cell. So then they make the secretion of food substances. So and also Golgi bodies also helps in regenerate or repair the apparatus. Okay, so these are the three important things about, okay, its name and functions. First one is vacuole, second one endoplasmic reticulum, and third one is Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. Okay, dear students, now I would like to check your learning process, and so that now I would like to give some assessment. Please carefully read these questions and say immediately, kindly recognize the correct answer from given question. So the first question is, plant cells can be identified by the presence of chloroplast, plasma membrane, cell wall, mitochondria. So what is that answer? So already plant cells having chloroplast and cell wall, these two are unique feature of plant cell. So that is why first and third is the correct answer. Okay, remaining cell organelles also present in the plant cell, but the chloroplast and cell wall are the unique feature of the plant cell. Now let's see the match the following. Okay, I would like to tell about the important information regarding this cell organelles. Here some given sentences here. So control room of the cell, powerhouse of the cell, network of membranes, suicidal bags of the cell. Here some cell organelles: lysosomes, nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum. So first one is control room of the cell. Which one is called as control room of the cell? So nucleus is called as control room of the cell. Okay, already we have understand about the nucleus. Okay, already we have learned about the difference between nucleus present in animal cell and plant cell. Okay, now I would like to give some more information about the nucleus. Okay, let's see nucleus. Okay, in the middle of the cell there is a dark colored dot in the cell. So that portion is called nucleus. Okay, so nucleus is one of the most important organelles of the cell, and also for the first time the nucleus word is coined by Robert Brown in 1831. So Robert Brown discovered the nucleus in 1831, and also it is a very important cell organelle. So that is why it is called as cell control room. Cell control room. Why it is called cell control room? Why? Because the nucleus is control all the remaining cells, and also it control every organelles, or it control whole the cell. So that is why it is called as cell control room. Like in the schools we have principals or headmaster. So as a part of, as a duty of headmaster can control the school. Okay, or principal control the school. Like the principal and headmaster, the nucleus also control the whole cell. So that is why it is known as cell control room. And in all eukaryotic cells, the nucleus is present. Okay, so all the eukaryotic cells have nucleus in their cells. But if you see in mammals, so RBC in mammals, okay, there are no there is no nucleus in present in the RBC in mammals, and also there is no nucleus in phloem sieve tube cells. Okay, so these are the unique things about the nucleus. Okay, and except RBC cells in mammals and phloem sieve tube cells, remaining all the eukaryotic cells having nucleus. Okay, so now what is the function of nucleus? Okay, so first one is it regulates and controls all the function of a cell, and the important thing function is, so the nucleus contain genetic information. If you observe the nucleus, in the nucleus there are a thread-like structures are there. They are called as chromosomes. On the surface of the chromosome you will find out the genes. Okay, genes contain DNA and proteins. So DNA is a genetic material, okay, so which pass from parents to children. So that is why nucleus contain genetic information, okay, and also this nucleus is in cell division. So that is why children's, so this is the important cell organelle, and these have important functions. Okay, now let's see another thing. Okay, so that is why which one is called as control room of the cell? Nucleus. Next, powerhouse of the cell. Which one is called as powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria. Mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. So now let's see. Okay, let's see powerhouse. Now I am teaching about the mitochondria. You see, in both cells mitochondria is present. So mitochondria are very small in size, and their shape is spherical shape or cylindrical shape. Okay, and also if you observe their long and wide, they contain 2 to 8 microns long and 0.5 microns wide, and also they are very small in their size. To compare nucleus, mitochondria are very small in size. This is the nucleus, this is the mitochondria. If you compare both nucleus and mitochondria, so mitochondria are very small in size. Okay, that means 150 times smaller than nucleus. 150 times smaller than nucleus. Okay, now let's understand about the function of mitochondria. Okay, so mitochondria are responsible for cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a process which the cell derives its energy. That means mitochondria are helping in produce the energy to the cell. So in the cell there are so many activities are going in the cell. So each and every cell organelle to function their activities, so they need a energy. So in the cell, so these mitochondria provide energy. So that is why, so these mitochondria provide energy to the cell. So that is why these mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell. Okay, this is structure and function of the mitochondria. Next one is the network membranes. Network membranes are endoplasmic reticulum. Already I have told about the endoplasmic reticulum structure and functions. Second one is suicidal bags of the cell. Which one is called as suicidal bags of the cell? Lysosomes are called as suicidal bags of the cell. Already lysosomes they have digested enzymes, so that they can participate in the internal digestion in the cell. Okay, so that is why, so they are called as suicidal bags of the cell. And children, let us see, choose the incorrect statement. So there are given 4 statements are here. So you can identify which one is incorrect statement. First one is endoplasmic reticulum transport substances from one part of the cell to other part. This is correct statement. Regarding to the endoplasmic reticulum, it is correct. Next, Golgi bodies pack various substances before they are transported to other parts of the cell. It is also correct statement. And the materials that need to be destroyed are transported to the lysosomes. It is also correct. That is why lysosomes are the materials that need to be destroyed or transported to the lysosomes. When these destroyed substances or material transport to the lysosomes, then these lysosomes blast themselves. So that is why, so they are called as suicidal bags of the cell. This statement is also correct. Next one is nucleus is considered as the powerhouse of the cell, but it is the wrong statement. Okay, which one is considered as power of the cell? Power of the cell is called as mitochondria. So that is why nucleus is known as control room of the cell. So that is why this is the wrong statement. So for your information, please, this is your homework. Draw a neat label diagram of nucleus. Kindly, please, you have to draw this nucleus figure and give information what I told. And next, let's see the next one is choose the correct statements. Choose the correct statement. First one is rough endoplasmic reticulum is the site of protein synthesis. Yes, this statement is true. Second one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the manufacture of fat molecules. This is also correct statement. And a number of Golgi bodies varies from cell to cell. This also correct statement. Plant cell differ from animal cell in having cell wall. Okay, this also correct statement. That is why, which one option is correct? 1, 2, 3 and fourth one is all statements are true. Okay, so this is regarding our lesson, children. Now I explained this lesson with the help of some activity basis. So dear children, please listen this lesson very carefully. Thank you very much. And also I would like to say that is, please listen all my lessons which comes in YouTube. So my educational YouTube channel is Inspire Guide I Sudarshan Rao. Please like my videos and share my videos to your friends and teachers, and subscribe my YouTube channel Inspire Guide I Sudarshan Rao, so that it can be very useful to all the students who are studying in government schools and private schools. Okay, kindly share my lessons to them so that it can be very useful to them. And thank you very much for your patiently you have listened my lessons. Thank you very much. Thank you.